Steeljaw, nobody likes him. At least they don't like this version of the character in Studio Series 86, pointing out things like the cassette doesn't look like a cassette. You only get one speaker for Blaster's hands, and also the potential problem that it doesn't actually fit properly into Blaster's chest. And if that's true, that's a major problem, isn't it? But I still wanted to pick it up for myself because I am a collector of Studio 86. I was looking forward to this figure. I never had Blaster as a kid, so I really wanted to pick up all his cassettes. I was trying to think of an interesting angle for this video. Maybe this could be my last core class, because there are rumors that it's going away in these single carded releases and the rest are going to come in pack-ins to get the rest of the cassettes. And core class as a whole, the price point is going away. But, you know, sometimes you have a figure that everyone's looking forward to and that you're anticipating with bated breath, and sometimes you have a figure that no one likes and you're really worried is going to disappoint you, and that's the case this time. But I want to see for myself. That's the point of unboxing. Well, that's the point of buying figures. We see for ourselves if it's really that bad. Let's hope that it's not. But if it doesn't fit into Blaster's chest, I don't know what I'm going to do. So like I say, I've been doing that rewatch all the way through of the series. Intrigued to know exactly when Blaster's cassettes appear. Why am I being so careful here? It's not like I keep any of the boxes. And yeah, I think the movie is the first time they appear. Unless there's something like there was an advertisement. Sometimes they create original animation for the advertisements. And I had this idea that this happened somewhere in a cartoon. I thought I'd seen a still of that, but maybe I've just mixed it up in my head, and Steeljaw never wears the thing on his back. That's just something for this mold. There's so much Transformers out there, sometimes it's confusing. But yeah, I think the movie was the first appearance in animation form of his cassettes. Because he was in season 2 of the cartoon, but I don't think he had any cassettes. I've just done a rewatch. Why aren't I more certain about that? I think part of it is because there's so much out there, so much supplementary material that it's easy to get confused, and there can be stuff that you haven't seen. I mean, I would be very surprised if I actually needed instructions to transform this guy. But stranger things have happened. And it's Auto Bop, I think, is the episode in which he actually uses this speaker. So yeah, that is actually cassette mode. And I saw it in the box and I thought, I don't know what I thought. I felt like it's not fully transformed in the box or something. There'll be something you do to it to make it more like a cassette, but that really is it. And it's like, well, come on, why isn't this like, look like one of the spools? Why is it the same colour plastic as that? I know what people mean straight out the gate with the cassette not being great. Let me just get eject and we can see how they look. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. I forgot I needed to talk then. I forgot I was making a video. I was just having fun transforming. Is it that much worse? I'm not sure. If he doesn't fit in, then it's going to be because he's too wide. For the alcove, it's slightly wider than the eject. Anyway, we'll return to that. Okay, so this is your boy. Let's see if I can do this without instructions and looking through the camera at the figure rather than anything else. So those pop up. Those are his hind legs. How do I form the head? The head forms there. There he is. I can see your little cute face. Yeah, so I think maybe that was why it was such a big cheer moment in the movie, because that would have been the first time that people had seen Blaster's cassettes, and it makes sense that he has his cadre of cassettes, just like Soundwave does. It's kind of weird that they didn't do that straight out of the gate. I wonder when the actual toy cassettes came out. Did they come out before the movie or after the movie? So many questions. I have so many questions. It looks nice. He looks definitely, he's more, because of the transformation, it's definitely more like a lion than a kind of a panther. So yeah, he has a filled in kind of spool on both sides of the cassette, but once it's transformed, oh, he's hidden under there. And I'm not sure what that's supposed to indicate. Like is that the bit of red? Is that supposed to be like the tape has moved on? Not really sure. Not really sure. I'll have to look back at the cartoon for reference. Get this guy out. I do like this. I like these little details that they're adding. It's just a shame when it's kind of half done. So that goes over Blaster's fist to recreate that moment from le cartoonage, la cartoon noir. But even when the figures are maybe not the top of the line, like the really good ones that everyone's excited about, I always get, it's such fun getting these little figures and things. I don't know whether there are 3 stages for me. There's having them and then putting them on display and posing them. That gives me a lot of well, joy, for want of a better word, amusement, happiness. And then there's the actual taking them out the packet and unboxing, this stage. And then there's finding them, actually managing to get hold of them, these various different stages. So according to the instructions, there are lots of different things we can do here. So that's one bit that kind of goes on his back like that. And I do think that kind of looks nice. It's not part of the transformation, obviously, but that doesn't bother me too much. If we're sticking with the cassettes as they came originally, you know, they all had additional bits that you bolted on. I like his little tail at the back. I kind of like the figure. I'm not hating it so far. And this, right, so that's the little thing that allows the speaker to attach to his back. Like that. That's quite snug. Get in there. I do find with a lot of these molds, sometimes the joints, you have to really force them. It just looks silly. Maybe I'm suspecting that this might happen in one of the kind of Japanese continuations of Transformers beyond season 4 that I haven't seen, but I'm honestly not sure. It's either that or it's just a complete false memory. I kind of like the way he looks, though. There's nothing wrong with that figure in terms of robot mode. It's the cassette mode. I really like the little Autobot symbol on his head there. Such a small figure and the logo is tiny. That's cute. Nice detail in the face as well. And I do like the way the wings stick up there. It's a little flamboyant element to his character design. And it looks nice in the toy. Need vintage versions of these to compare and contrast. Don't need you anymore. I figured it out. So the moment of truth, really, with Blaster. How he looks next. He's so small. He's so much bigger than that in the cartoon. That's the only thing. I wish I could figure out ejects. Stick his leg in there more snugly. Why is it not going? Why are you not going? Ah, that's it. I twisted the thing around. It's my fault. It's my fault. There we go. That's the cassette mode. So there's your lovely cassette Blaster. It fits nice and snug in your chest. Great. Yeah. Well, he can't be any bigger. He couldn't be any bigger and actually have a chance of fitting in his chest. Let's just do Blaster's arm thing. How does this attach? Does it just slot out? I think it just slots over the fist. You don't have to put the fist away or anything like that. Oh, there it is. A little catch on the side there that will allow it to attach. Great. Blast them all. Blast them all to hell, Blaster boy. It looks nice. We just need the other one. So you either buy 2 Steeljaws, and he's still available. So I don't know whether to do that or not, just for Blaster's extra accessory. Is it worth talking about? Like they do in professional unboxing videos. Articulation's good. You got the movements here. You got the movements here with the legs. You can also articulate the guns so you can angle up and incoming Decepticons. The head doesn't move. The jaw doesn't close. A little bit of articulation on the head there, mainly due to the transformation, I think. Yeah. I don't think I missed the articulation in the. I think it'd be a bit much to expect knee joints in such a small character, but who knows? I bet there are some third-party guys who would make sure that happened, but this is Hasbro. That's very cynical, Nab. Oh, you're a cynical boy, aren't you? Well, you know. They know we'll buy it, whatever they produce. There's a little catch there on the side that makes sure you can't push the leg that way. It's interesting. So you have to do it. Oh, that way as well. So maybe, no, that's what locks it in place, you idiot. You just have to literally bend the plastic so it bends out a bit. And then split your face down the middle. That goes like that. Where do the legs go? Ah, they bend back that way. It's nice. It's amazing what the transformations these days. Oh, it's so. So where are those? Yeah, those are like meant to be his. Can't remember what you call them. The spinny thing on the tape deck side of his head, just to get the effect. But yeah, not that. That one just. That one not being coloured kind of spoils the effect in cassette mode. Whoops. That does not want to go. Put any more pressure on that. I feel like I'm going to damage something. Maybe the other way around. Oh no, there you go. No, you go. There you go. It's fine. It's fine. It does fit inside. So I don't know where I got the idea that it didn't. You just have to do it backwards. Forwards doesn't work. No, it doesn't want to go that way. It goes that way. Don't know where I picked up that idea. Like I say, everything blends into, you get all this information with the figures. But yeah, I think that, I kind of like it. The things that people have been talking about, the cassette mode, doesn't bother me quite as much. You know what? The thing that I feel is the most weird is the scale of the guy in the end once he's transformed with the others. He's a bit small. Yeah, he's too small, isn't he? But how could he be any taller and still fit inside Blaster? That's the question. He's nice to have. And I would feel a lot more like happy about this if we knew we were definitely getting all the others. I have seen a really a tease of a Blaster coming with Perceptor coming with Ratbat and possibly Ramhorn. And Ramhorn, I think, features even more than Steeljaw in the cartoon. Steeljaw has one feature episode where he hunts out Daniel when he's introduced, and then he's kind of in the background, but Ramhorn appears and does more in some episodes that aren't 100% focused on him. It would certainly be nice to get them all. It's weird, we've got Blaster and 2 of his cassettes. We've got 2 of the cassettes, but no Soundwave in 86. So we need a version of Soundwave. I'm not picking up the Legacy Soundwave. It needs more doing to it for me to consider that one kind of cartoon accurate enough. It's just a little off from the cartoon. He looks a lot more complete now. He's got 2 of his cassettes with him. So overall, feelings about Steeljaw. I can see what people mean, but I don't think it's a figure that should be quite as maligned as it is. Honestly. This bit makes it, he's a bit bulky. It's not like he is in the cartoon. Makes him look more like a male lion, you know, whereas he's more panther-like in the cartoon. Well, he's just overall, yeah. I think he's more like a cat, a sleeker one of the sleeker big cats, you know. But that's fine. Would be nice if he was a bit bigger. But I like all the little gubbins here that complete the look. And that's certainly nice. It's just it feels half-baked, doesn't it? The ending of the core class, so you're not going to get the rest of the cassettes. You get one of the speakers. It's one of those classic sort of like halfway through the plans we had aren't going to quite come to fruition now. And that's a shame. I am really seriously thinking about picking up another Steeljaw so I can just do this. Why not? £10. What's that? Well, that's a pint at some English pubs these days. Yeah, so that's my look at Steeljaw. I don't think he's half as bad as people make out. I'm glad to have him in my collection. Yeah, the tape mode looks a bit naff, but at least he fits inside Blaster's chest cavity. Let me know what your thoughts are on Steeljaw. I'm really interested to know. Is it just something that I'm missing, that are the real issues that people have with this release? Do let me know as always. Thank you for supporting the channel. I have some really interesting plans for the future of it, but I'm keeping them to myself at the minute till they're a little bit more formulated. But I like these kind of relaxed style videos in amongst all the others, and looking at ways to do more deep dives into the cartoon and various figures, and obviously top 10s and all those things you've come to expect from me with this channel. Thank you for watching, guys, as always, and yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments on Steeljaw.